The Jerry Langford Show, with Jerry's guests, Tony Randall, Richard Dreyfuss, Rodney Dangerfield, Dr. Joyce Brothers, Lil Brown on the orchestra, and little old me, Ed Hurley. And now, say hello to Jerry!
Thank you very much. A pleasant good evening to you. You look like a great audience. Louis,
Yeah.
how are you? Lou Brown, ladies and gentlemen, and the marvelous Langford Orchestra.
Luke?
And Ed, how are you tonight?
Very well, Jerry.
Wonderful. I'm sorry I woke you. I shall adhere to your request, sir.
Okay, you want Jerry's autograph? Give me the book. Give me the book.
Have her write something personal.
Okay. All right, Jerry's autograph.
Have her write something personal. Give you me a styrofoam because it's just on a card. I'm not going to give you anything else. I just don't feel like wasting my time going in by myself to get it.
Hiya, Rupert.
Hello, Rupert.
Hey, Rupert, who'd you get?
How about it?
I got Rodney Dangerfield, Richard Harris. I traded for Barbara.
Look, just wasting your time. He thinks so.
Alan Ola, Robin Williams. I give you what you want.
Sydney, I'm really not that interested. It's not my whole life.
What's that supposed to mean? That's my whole life, Mayor Sidney?
It's not my whole life. Yeah, it's not my whole life. That's right. And it's yours, but not mine.
Will you stop shoving, please? Will you stop pushing?
I'm gonna love you like no one's loved you. Come rain or come shine. High as a mountain, deep as a river. Come rain or come shine. I guess when you met me, it was just one of those things. But don't ever bet me, 'cause I'm gonna be true. Well, if you let me, you're gonna love me like nobody's loved me. Come rain or come shine. Happy together, unhappy together, and wouldn't it be fine? Days may be cloudy or sunny. We're in or we out of the money. Yeah, I'm with you always.
Jerry, I'm sorry. I don't mean to disturb you. I don't want to take up any of your time. I just want to talk to you for a minute. I just need your
Hey,
advice.
this is not the time.
If we could just drive away, you could drop me off anywhere. If I could just talk to you, I would drive. I'm serious.
Drive away? No, I have a very strict rule about people getting in the car.
I hate to put myself, Mr. Langford. I don't mean to be rude, but I did put myself in a line for you.
Go ahead, Harvey. Hit it.
There. Thanks. Is that your initials?
Yeah.
I just want to tell you, Jerry, my name is Rupert Pupkin, and I know the name doesn't mean very much to you, but it means an awful lot to me. Believe.
Calm down. Calm down.
I'm a
Take
little
your
nervous.
time.
I'm a little nervous. You might have wondered who I am. I've been outside your show many, many times, and well, you know, I'm in communications right now, but by nature, this is the point I'm trying to make, by nature, I'm a comedian, you know? No, I know what you're going to say. I don't know another one. But believe me, Jerry, I'm very good. I'm really good. I'm dynamite. And I wouldn't go through this. I wouldn't take 1 minute of your time if I wasn't absolutely convinced that I'm dynamite. So you're probably wondering now, yeah, if he's so good, then how come he hasn't caught my act somewhere, right? Well, that's a very good question, and I'm willing to answer it, and I'll tell you why. You know why? See, up to now, I've been biding my time, slowly and carefully, so that when my big break finally came, you know, like the night you with Jack Parr, when Jack Parr got sick, your big break, that was the night that convinced me that I wanted to be a comedian. I walked out of that show like I was in a dream, you know, and then after that, I started catching all your guest appearances on Sullivan. I studied everything that you ever did. I studied the way you built your one-liners, nice and relaxed, how you delivered the jokes without leaning too much on them, how you didn't say, hey, folks, here's the punchline, you know? You know, Jerry, you know what I'm talking about?
You don't say, folks, here's the punchline. You just do the punchline.
Exactly. That's what I loved about what you did. So what I'm trying to say is that, you see, now I'm ready. I'm ready, and I've finished the course. And I'm thinking as I'm sitting here now, well, maybe this is my big break. This is my big chance. You know what I mean? What do you think?
Look, what'd you say your name was?
Rupert. My name is Rupert Pupkin.
All right, look, pal. Gotta tell you, this is a crazy business, but it's not unlike any other business. There are ground rules. And you don't just walk onto a network show without experience. Now, I know it's an old hackneyed expression, but it happens to be the truth. You've got to start at the bottom.
I know, that's where I am, at the bottom.
That's a perfect place to start.
I know that, but there's gotta be a...
What looks so simple to the viewer at home.
Yeah.
Those things that come so easily, that are so relaxed, and look like it's a matter of just taking another breath. It takes years and years and years of honing that and working it. And
there's only one problem, though. I don't mean to interrupt you, but there's only one problem. I'm 34 years old. That's why I'm asking if you just listen to... I'm asking if you listen to my act, that's all. If you listen to my act, then tell me what you think about it.
I'll tell you what. Why don't you call my office?
All right, okay.
All right?
I could do
You ask for Kathy Long.
Terrific.
She's my secretary.
Okay.
And we'll make time to listen to what you're talking about.
You know how many times I had this conversation in my head? This is beautiful.
Did it always turn out this way?
Yeah, it did.
I really believe this. I think once you get over the initial shyness, you're going to be okay.
Yeah?
Yeah. Hope it works out for you.
Thanks, Jerry. Thanks a lot. It's a pleasure meeting you, Jerry. Jerry, I'm a little short on cash, but if you don't mind just appetizers, I'd love to take you to dinner sometime.
Well, I got some people waiting for me. I really don't know what my schedule is.
Okay.
Maybe we can.
Okay. Thanks, Jerry. Thanks. Jerry, let me show you a picture of my pride and joy.
That's good.
It's good, isn't it?
Yeah, it is.
That's good. Hey, Jerry, take it. Take it. Go ahead, take it. Consider it a gift. It'll work for you.
I will.
Not that you need the help. Jerry, seriously, you ever want lunch? My treat.
Call my office.
Okay. Jerry, you're a prince.
Hey, Roop, before I forget, I really appreciate you meeting me for lunch. I know how busy you are and how tired you are.
What are friends for, Jerry? Talking about schedule, you're the one who looks tired.
Yeah, I know. It's the show. The pressure, the ratings, same guests, same questions. Just not enjoying it anymore.
That's the worst.
Listen, I really wish you would think about it again, okay?
You're starting again. You're starting up again.
Hey, it's not that big a deal to think. I'm asking you to just think.
I'm thinking. You're always telling me to think. That's all I do is think day and night about it. How can I not think about it? I mean, I've been sitting here at lunch with you, which I knew was the reason you invited me in the first place, and all I'm sitting here and eating for is to get guilty with you, right?
I'm asking you to take over the show for 6 weeks. I mean, what's 6 weeks?
I'll give you anything, but don't ask me to do 6 weeks. I can't take over the show for 6 weeks. I can't even take over my own life for 6 weeks. And you're asking me to do something that's impossible. It's impossible. Don't you understand? What?
What are you doing down there so late?
It's impossible. I'm trying to tell you that. What do you want? You want the tears to come out of my eyes?
There's gotta be a way you can work it out. It's just 6 weeks.
Excuse me, Mr. Pumpkin, do you think you could?
Yeah. Sure. What's your name, dear?
Dolores.
Dolores. That was my father's name. To Dolores, who sensed greatness. There you go, sweetheart.
Thanks, Mr. Pumpkin.
Don't mention it.
Rupert! Rupert, who are you talking to?
Mom!
What is it?
Please stop calling me. It's terrific. It's great. There's only one problem, though. He made you bigger.
Will you give me an answer?
All right, you got the 6 weeks. I'll give you the 6 weeks. Don't bother me. I'll give you the 6 weeks. What can I say? You happy now?
You're a tough man, Rube.
Well, you gotta be in this business.
Hello.
Hello, it's Marcia, Jerry. Did you get my note?
Who's this?
It's Marcia. Did you get the note? I left it on the back seat. I dropped it there before they dragged me out of the car. You know, those guys really hurt me, Jerry. I think I was a bit much. I really do.
How did you get this number?
Don't be angry with me, Jerry.
I said, how did you get this
I
number?
didn't know what else to do. I've been trying to call you.
How have you been, Rita?
Do I know you?
I think you might.
Rupert. Rupert Pumpkin, right?
Right. I brought you a little present.
Oh, yeah, I remember. Mr. Romance.
Put an aspirin in that. It'll last longer.
So what are you up to these days?
You're looking as beautiful as ever, Rita.
Good. Here I am, local cheerleader makes good.
You know, it's funny, but I voted for you most beautiful.
Oh, did you?
Yes.
Oh, sweet.
And I didn't have the nerve to tell you then, but I guess now it's okay.
Yeah, now you can tell me it's okay. We're both adults.
Isn't that funny, though? You know, when you're younger, you're afraid to say those things, but when you get older, 15, 20 years later, you can say all those things that you should have said 15, 20 years ago. Isn't that the final irony of life? Isn't it?
I guess.
Are you happy in this place, Rita?
Why, you got something better?
Maybe.
Oh, really? Like what?
Well, what are you doing tonight?
What am I doing tonight?
Yeah. What's so funny?
It only took you 15 years to ask me for a date. Don't you think it's a little late?
Really? Well.
Waiter, can I have a fresh one?
Rita, who is your favorite movie star?
What is this, some kind of a game? No. Huh? You gonna tell me something about my character, my future, what?
Well, you'll see. Tell me. Everybody has a favorite movie star.
Well, I better come up with somebody or we'll never get out of here, right?
That's a little test.
Let's see. Marilyn Monroe.
Perfect.
Talent register, huh? That's her name.
She signed this when she was in New York doing her last publicity tour for the Misfits. That was her last movie, you know.
Yeah.
She wasn't a great actress, but she did have a real gift for comedy. You know, she died tragically alone, like many of the world's most beautiful women. I don't want to see that happening to you.
Who's this?
Burt Reynolds.
Yes?
Mel Brooks. He's what you call on funny. Others are just regular. Oh, that's Sid Caesar. He's remarkable. I really like him. He's great. Woody Allen. He's a very nice guy. He's a personal friend of mine.
Of course he is.
No, he is. Oh, that's Ernie Kovacs. He was wonderful. He was a great comedian, a great innovator. That was a great, great loss.
Well, I bet some of these are worth money.
Oh, yeah. Especially this one. Just hold it.
What's this?
We'll just take a guess.
God, looks like a retard wrote this.
The more scribbled the name, the bigger the fame.
That may be true, Rupert, but who is it?
R is the first letter.
Come on, Rupert, who is it? I'm tired.
Well, I'll give you a little hint.
Robert Redford.
No. No. That's Rupert Pupkin. Rupert Pupkin. I surprised you, didn't I? Take this as a gift. Take good care of that. In a few weeks, everyone is going to want one.
Rupert, you have not changed.
Just a couple of hours ago, do you know who I was talking to? Guess.
Your shrink?
That's very funny. No, Jerry Langford. That's right, the Jerry Langford. He gave me the go-ahead, Rita, would you believe it? And you know what? Don't tell anyone yet, but you're looking at the new king of comedy. Why not me? Why not? A guy can get anything he wants as long as he pays the price. What's so funny about that? I mean, crazier things have happened. You don't understand what a shot on Langford means. That's coast-to-coast national TV, a bigger audience than the greatest comedians used to play to in a whole lifetime. A shot at a free ticket in the comedy circuit, a comedy show of my own, the Rupert Pupkin Show, everything. And all that leads in one direction, Rita, Hollywood. A beach house in Malibu, right on the ocean, and we'll keep a suite at the Sherry. Everybody stays there when they make it big. Way up top so we can look down at everybody and yell, hey, tough luck, suckers, and better luck next time. Come on, what do you say?
It sounds wonderful, Rupert. I wish you the best of luck, you know, but it's getting late and I'm a working girl. I gotta go home.
I don't get you. Here I am offering you a way out. Rita, every king needs a queen. I want you to be mine.
This is a nice street, nice building.
Thanks for your jacket, Rupert.
Oh.
Well, I guess you're entitled to come up and have some coffee.
Oh, no, I wouldn't want to impose, really. I know I can be...
What do you want?
What?
What do you want?
What do I want? Rita, you still don't understand? I love you. I want to help change your life if you just give me a chance. What if I set something up between me, you, and Jerry? What if we went out to dinner one night? What do you think? You know what? You know what's even better? We'll go to his summer house for a weekend.
He wouldn't want to meet me.
That's not true. Jerry is a very nice guy. He's a very, very nice guy, and we had a terrific meeting. And you shouldn't sell yourself short. You have too little faith, and you're a wonderful person. Why don't you go to sleep and we'll get a good night's rest? Okay? Good night. Go to sleep right away. I'll tell you, boy. Hi, Eliza. Good seeing you. Gerald, good seeing you. Jerry, don't get up. Ah, boy, I'll tell you. Every time you come back from a tour, I don't know what it is, but there must be something in the air or the tour. It really becomes you. It's like you become rejuvenated. I don't know what it is. Isn't that so, everybody? Isn't that so? Hey, that's the truth. I'll tell you, it's amazing. It's amazing. You look wonderful. And yeah, I know. You look wonderful too, Jerry. I wasn't leaving you out. Right? Yeah. Oh, Jerry, I love this guy. Always coming up with these great lines. I love him. I love him. He's wonderful. You're wonderful. I tell you, I don't know what I'd do without you.
Rupert,
Anyway.
the bus is here. It's early. Try to be on time for once.
I can't believe this. I gotta go now. Yeah, I gotta catch a bus. Jerry, take care of yourself. Baby, be good. Good luck in Rio.
Good morning, Rupert.
Good morning.
How are you?
This is for you.
Work.
What time is it?
It's 10 o'clock.
Is it 10 o'clock? Could I use the phone for 1 second?
Is it local?
Yeah, it's local.
Sure.
Okay.
Just dial 9 first and make it short.
Hello. Jerry Langford, please. Rupert Pupkin. Thank you. Yes, is Jerry there, please? Rupert Pupkin. Yes. Well, just tell him it's Rupert calling and he'll know what it's about. Thank you. Oh. Oh, he is? Well, that's okay. I'm in a meeting myself. Just tell him I called, okay? Thank you very much. And I'll call later. Thank you. Bye.
Is that the Jerry Langford?
I'll see you, Rupert.
Sure.
Hello. Jerry Langford, please. Rupert Pupkin. Yes, Rupert Pupkin calling. Jerry Langford, please. Which, the first name or the second name? P-U-P-K-I-N. It's often mispronounced and misspelled, so that's why. Yes. Yes, Jerry knows I'm calling. He knows what it's about. Yes, sure. I see. Yes, you can call me. I'll be here for the next hour and a half. I'm at my office, and the number is JL54321. Yo, what are we waiting for? If you don't mind, I am waiting for a phone call. It'll only take a few minutes, but I have to wait for it. Phones don't work. What? The phone does not work. I cannot make a phone call. I am expecting a phone call.
Well, let me try it. I'll make a phone call. I'll show you how to make a phone call.
No, it doesn't work. I'm taking
Wait. Let me just slide in and make a call. Let me just make a call. Come on, what can we do?
It's important.
Dude, this phone don't work either. Come on. Wait a minute.
There is no way. I can't do this. Because we're going to be working late. Hold on a second.
Yes, sir.
Yes, Jerry Langford, please.
Your name, please?
Pupkin. Rupert Pumpkin.
Rupert.
Pumpkin, P-U-P-K-I-N. People often misspell it and mispronounce it.
There's a man here by the name of Rupert Pumpkin who wants to see Mr. Langford. I'm sorry, Mr. Pumpkin, but Mr. Langford's secretary has no record of your appointment.
Pardon me?
We have no record of your appointment.
Oh, well, technically speaking, I don't have an official appointment with Jerry, but he did ask me to call him personally, and I was in the neighborhood. I thought I'd just stop up. I was having trouble calling for some reason. The line seemed to be busy. And...
He has no appointment. Mr. Langford's secretary wants to know what this is in reference to.
Oh, sure.
Mr. Gangan, go right.
Hello? Yes, Jerry and I discussed my being on the show last night. He told me to call. Yes. No, sure. I'm supposed to wait. Is that cork?
I don't know what it is. Is it dripping on you?
No, I was looking at the patterns. You know, cork is good for sound. And it's very quiet in here.
Reception. No, you got an hour or so before they come in. Yeah. No, he hasn't come back from the meeting yet.
Mr. Pipkin?
Pumpkin.
Oh, sorry. I'm Kathy Long. Can I help you?
Hello. You are?
I'm Bert Thomas's assistant. He's our executive producer.
Oh, I'm sorry. You see, I've already spoken to Jerry directly about my being on the show, and he told me to get in touch with him personally. I'm here to follow up on that.
You are. What is it exactly that you do?
I stand-up comic.
Oh, where are you working now?
Well, right now I'm just working on new material.
Well, I'll tell you what. As soon as you do start working again, why don't you give us a call and we'll send someone down to check out your act, all right? Thanks so much for stopping
Jerry and I went over all this last night.
Does Jerry know your work?
Yes, I don't think he does.
Do you have a tape or something I could listen to?
A tape? Oh, naturally. Whatever you'd like.
Well, thank you. Why don't you drop me
No
by a
problem.
tape, all right?
I will. I
Thanks
could see
again
where
for
Jerry would
stopping
need
by.
that.
Yes.
Of course, of course. Nice
Oh,
meeting
yeah,
you.
nice meeting you, too.
Nice meeting you. This is really what's right. This is great. See you again. Nice talking to you.
Rupert! Hey, Rupert! Rupert, I gotta talk to you for a minute. Wait, what happened last night in the car? Did Jerry say anything?
Nothing
Did
happened.
he talk about me?
No, he didn't talk about you. He talked about me, as a matter of fact.
Well, he must have said something about me.
He didn't say anything about you. What's he gonna say about you after what you did in the car last night? I couldn't believe it.
And you must be really loving this,
Yeah.
Rupert, huh?
You were schmucko supremo last night.
Hold
I
on a
could
minute.
not
I'm
believe
the
it.
schmuck. Me.
No,
You're wrong,
really
buddy.
crazy.
You're very wrong.
Yeah,
Because
but-
if I hadn't gotten in that car last night, you never even had the chance to talk to Jerry. Keep that in mind, okay?
What?
Yes.
Listen, I don't want to be cruel, but really, we're in front of Jerry's building. God forbid he should see me with you, because Jerry and I have a real relationship going. You know what I mean? No fantasy world. You know what I'm talking about? And after what you did last night, I don't even want to see you anymore. You hear? I don't want to see you.
Fine,
Bye. I
that's
gotta
the
go.
way you want it?
Yes, that's what I want.
That's what I want, yeah.
I'm sorry. I'm not
Just
giving
get
him...
it to him.
I'm not giving him anything. Oh, no way. No way, Jose. You're the one who's so friendly. You give it to him.
Well, right now we're having kind of a communication problem,
Oh, is that
and
what
I
you call
need
it?
you to get this to
Is
me.
that what you call it? You're always bragging about how you broke bread with Jerry. Well, go ahead, give it to him. You know him so well.
Just do this for me, Rupert. What about the time I've done things for you?
What have you done for me? You haven't done anything for me. What are you talking about?
How about Howard Johnson's? I bought you food, I bought you coffee night after night. How about that, huh?
I think you got your mind screwed up because you didn't get me anything. I bought my
You
own
never
coffee.
bought
I bought my
anything.
own
You
coffee.
never bought
But what about
anything.
things that I did for you that no money can buy? No money can buy. What about the time I gave you my spot? You came over there, I gave you my spot. You stood there and I let you get right next to Jerry. I waited for 8 hours for him and you went right next to him. You were crying to me because you wanted to get next to Jerry and you got next to him. And what about the time I gave you my last album of the best of Jerry? What about that? It wasn't anybody else, it was me, and I didn't even ask you for money and I can't even pay my rent.
What are you talking about? I live in a hovel, and you live in a townhouse. I can't believe this girl.
Okay, Rupert, you want to do that? Here, I got money for you. I got plenty of money because I can't believe how long I've hung out with you and been your friend and listened to your tired, stale, boring jokes. Come on, here's $900.
You be quiet. You're yelling in the street.
No,
You're like...
take this and give it to Jerry, all right?
All right, this is the last time. This is the last time. Last time,
When
I'm
are you
telling
gonna get it to him?
Because you're a wacko. I'm telling you, you're a
Yeah,
wacko.
okay, you better make sure because I'll know if you don't. I know where you are. I know where Jerry is. I cover the waterfront. Remember that. What are you looking at? Beat it! You scum! You're street trash!
First of all, Miss Long, thank you very much for your help at the office and for passing this on to Jerry. I appreciate it more than you know. Now, Jerry, before I begin, I just want to thank you for listening to this material and for the opportunity you've given me. You know, lots of people think that guys like you, people who've made it, lose their feeling for struggling young talents such as myself. But now I know from experience that those people are just cynics embittered by their own failure. I know, Jerry, that you are as human as the rest of us, if not more so. Oh, well, I guess there's no point in going on about it. You know how I feel. So let's get on with the show, The Best of Rupert Pupkin. Jerry, I've sketched out this little outline in order to save you a little bit of time, okay? It's a little introduction. So close your eyes and imagine it's exactly 6 o'clock. You're standing in the wings, and we hear Lou Brown and the orchestra strike up your theme song.
And now, from New York, it's the Jerry Langford Show with Jerry's guests, Richard Pryor, Ben Gazzara, Elizabeth Ashley, Carol Burnett, and the comedy find of the year making his television debut, Rupert Pupkin, the new king of comedy.
Rupert! Are you crazy?
Say
What's
hello
the matter
to
with you?
Jerry.
Ah,
Mom!
people are sleeping. Lower it. What's the matter with you?
Mom!
Take it easy. Lower it.
I'm not gonna lower it. I have to do this now.
I don't mind you playing it, but lower it.
Now, you come on, Jerry, and you do your monologue, and then when the time comes, this is how I see you introducing me. You could say something like this. Will you please give your warmest welcome to the newest king of comedy, Rupert Pupkin.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Rupert Pupkin. I was born in Clifton, New Jersey, which was not at that time a foreign offense. Is there anyone here from But the fact is, the road is allowed to be walked too. Because once you fall below a certain level,
Pipkin.
Pupkin.
Pupkin.
You'll get it right one of these days.
Looking forward to it. How are you? I'll bet you have a tape for me.
Right here.
Okay. Got your name on it? Mm-hmm. All right, we'll listen to it and get it back to you just as soon as we can.
Thank you very much. When Jerry finds a moment, good. Thank you. When will that be?
Actually, you can try me tomorrow.
Tomorrow?
Tomorrow, we might know something by then. Otherwise, Monday.
Monday? Well, Miss Long, you know, I think what I might do is just wait here a while. Maybe Jerry will find a minute.
Mr. Pupkin, you're really just wasting your time. We're not going to know anything until tomorrow at the earliest.
That's really all right. I don't mind. I'm not wasting my time. I'm glad to do it. It's important to me, so I really don't mind.
It'll probably be Monday.
Monday?
Monday.
Well, I'll still wait. Really, I don't mind. It's okay.
Tell you what. Why don't you try me tomorrow afternoon for sure?
Tomorrow?
Mm-hmm.
What time tomorrow?
4:30.
4:30. I'll be here. Thank you.
You're welcome.
And thank Jerry.
I will.
Okay. Goodbye. Goodbye.
at least once in his life. Every man is a genius. And I'll tell you something, Rube. It's going to be more than once in your life for you. It's going to be a number of times because you've got it. From what I've heard here, yeah, you've got it. And you're stuck with it. And I don't care if you wanted to get rid of it. You couldn't. It's always going to be there. Now, I know there's no formula for it. I just don't know how you do it. And I'm not curious, mind you, because I want to use the material. I want you to understand that. I'm just curious because I don't know how you do it. I really have to ask you that. How do you do it?
I think it's that I look at my whole life and I see the awful, terrible things in my life and turn it into something funny. It just happens. But what about the first few one-liners? Were they strong enough? I was a little...
Strong enough?
No.
If they were any stronger, you'd hurt yourself. They're marvelous, you daffy bastard. Leave them alone. They're beautiful. I remember a man said, listen to me. A man said something very profound some years ago, which I later originated. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. Now, you want to know how I know it's so good?
Yes.
Because I envy you. I hate you, but I envy you because it's purity, it's marvelous, it's humor based on you. No one else could do it but you. I wouldn't lie. I wouldn't lie to you, Roop. Now, look, this weekend would be a perfect time for you to come out to the house, if you care to, and we can hash it around. Only because I really want to know how you do it. Now, there'll be some people there, but we can still work. What do you say?
It sounds great.
Terrific.
I would really like to come.
Wonderful.
Could I bring somebody?
A young lady?
A very special young lady.
Of course. I'd like to meet her.
Hey, Jerry! How you doing?
How are you?
You're looking good.
You should see me in my white taffeta.
You're doing some great shows, Jerry.
Thanks a lot. Oh,
How about put me on your show?
Yeah, I could have used you last night.
Morris, you will not believe who's coming down the hill. Jerry Langford, right?
Right.
Oh, Morris, please hold on. Jerry, would you please sign my sign my magazine for me?
Yeah.
You're just wonderful. I've watched you your entire career. Joy to the world. Please, Morris, would you just please say something to my nephew Morris on the phone? He's in the hospital.
I'm
and
sorry, I'm
anything
late.
You should only get cancer. I hope you get cancer. Jerry, you can't see such a person.
I can't, I'm late.
Believe that kind of a person. Yes, sir. Oh, hi.
Hi, how are you?
Not bad.
Good, good. I'm fine.
Can I help you?
Yes, I'd like to see Jerry, please.
You are...
Pupkin? Rupert Pupkin?
Mr. Potkin is here. That's right. She'll be with you in a minute.
Who's that?
Miss Long.
Oh, well, I prefer to see Jerry.
Miss Long will take care of you.
Okay. I'll wait right here.
And as a surprise to Rupert for being on the show with us tonight, we would like to present to you someone in a form that we've never presented before. a mystery guest. Would you please welcome our mystery guest? Let's hear it for him.
Jerry, this is the mystery guest.
This is the mystery guest.
Let me see if I can place him. I think I know who you are.
Don't you remember me?
No, I don't.
I'm George Cap.
George Cap, my high school principal.
You guessed it.
Well, how are you?
I'm
You used
a
to
judge.
fail me all the time. What do you have him on the show for? He's an enemy.
Only because you deserved it.
Oh, thank you.
But I'm a justice of the peace now. I perform weddings.
Do you? Jerry. Jerry, what are you doing? I can't believe this.
Just believe it, because it's part of the surprise. How would you, ladies and gentlemen of the audience, like to see the king of comedy marry his queen right here on the show?
I can't believe it. I don't know what to say.
Dearly beloved, when Rupert here was a student at Clifton High School, none of us, myself, his teachers, his classmates, dreamt that he would amount to a hill of beans. But we were wrong. And you, Rupert, you were right. And that's why tonight, before the entire nation, we'd like to apologize to you personally and to beg your forgiveness for all the things we did to you. And we'd like to thank you personally, all of us, for the meaning you've given our lives. Please accept our warmest wishes, Rita and Rupert, for a long and successful reign together. We'll be back to marry them right after this word.
Mr. Pumpkin.
How are you today?
I'm fine.
Good, good.
I want to thank you for your tape. We listened to it with great interest.
Oh, good,
As a
good,
matter of
good.
fact.
Good, I'm
And
glad.
frankly, we see a lot of good things in what you're doing.
Oh, good,
We
good,
think
good.
you have a good potential.
Good, good,
Very
good.
good potential.
Good, good.
Which is why I'm going to be absolutely honest
Well,
with you.
that's the way you should be. Absolutely honest.
We just don't think you're ready yet.
Don't think I'm ready.
We just don't feel that right now you're right for Jerry.
Right for Jerry. Mm-hmm.
Some of the material, some of it is good.
Yes.
But some of it, some of the one-liners, for instance, are not very strong.
They're not very strong. In other words, you didn't like some of the jokes. Is that it?
That's right.
Good, good. I can take care of that right away. Just tell me the ones you don't like, and no problem. Actually, that's a great help. This is great.
Now, we think you have a good potential.
Uh-huh.
Your timing, by the way, is excellent.
Thank you.
But we feel you should keep developing your
Yes.
act. You ought to test it in a few live situations. I think that'd be very good for you. Now, there are a number of clubs in the city that you can try. When you start working in one of those, you give us a call. We'll send
Okay.
someone down to check you out. That's a promise. Okay?
Thanks.
You're welcome. Bye-bye now.
Thank you. Miss Long, may I ask you a question?
Yes.
Are you speaking for Jerry?
Yes, I am.
You are.
I am, and he has complete faith in our judgment.
Well, I'm sorry to have to say this, Miss Long, and I certainly don't want you to take it personally, but I have to tell you I don't. I don't have faith in your judgment.
Well, I'm sorry that you feel that way. But I guess there's really nothing we can do about that, is there?
No, I'm afraid I'll have to disagree with you again, Miss Long.
Well, that's your privilege, Mr. Pumpkin. Now, would you excuse me, please? I have a great many things to do.
Miss Long, when will Jerry be back?
Mr. Langford won't be in until very late this afternoon. Mr. Pumpkin, we mean what we say when we thank you for stopping up. And we mean it when we tell you that you can call us when you start working, all right? Goodbye.
Goodbye.
Is there anyone else you'd like to see?
No, that's all right. I don't mind waiting. Which reminds me about the man who waited so long he forgot what he was waiting for.
Well, would you mind waiting outside, Mr. Pupnik? This is a reception area, not a waiting room.
I understand.
Ask him to leave.
Yeah, but he won't go.
What's his name?
Rupert Pumpkin.
Hi.
Hi.
I'm Raymond Wirtz, in charge of security for the Langford organization. Why don't we go outside and talk? Is this your bag?
Yes.
Yeah, please.
Well, I'm waiting for Jerry. It's personal.
We'll talk about that outside. Please, sir, take your...
I know he's expecting me.
Listen, we'll talk about that outside. Please take your bag. I'll explain company policy to you on the way, okay? Now, I'm pretty sure you understand that we have certain rules here that are essential to the smooth functioning of our operation, right? Good.
I could just
Good.
say
Now,
that
just listen, please, okay? And that without these rules, we really wouldn't be able to function at our best. You follow my point?
I get the point, except...
Please, Mr. Puffer, please.
Oh, after you, then.
After you, sir, please.
If I could
Now,
just say that Jerry
just
is
listen to
expecting
me.
me. It's a
I
personal
checked with
nature.
Miss Long. You do not have an appointment. Now, company policy is that only authorized personnel and those persons with official business with our organization are permitted on our premises. Now,
In other words, you want me to leave the building?
Well, did you get it to him?
What?
Did you get my letter to him?
He's not in there. Okay?
Now that you're so in with him, you can't do me a little favor? Don't bother. Don't. Just give me the letter. I'll find somebody else to do it.
How could I give it to him if he wasn't there?
I saw him go in myself.
Who?
Jerry. He's up there right now. You want to see him?
Well, darling, that's impossible because they assured me that he was out. They told me already.
And you believe them. You're so naive. I would expect that from you. So inexperienced, and you're such a chump.
You went up there just now?
Of course. Go back up. Search yourself a little bit. He's up there right now.
Would you tell Jerry I'm here to see him, please?
I'm sorry, sir, he's not in.
I happen to know that he is. Would you
I'm
tell him
sorry,
I'm here, please?
he's not in.
Okay, you're putting your job on the line, lady. You hear me? Enough,
Security,
enough.
Pumpkin's back.
You too.
Mr. Pumpkin, what are you doing here? Mr. Pumpkin. Mr. Pumpkin. Shall I get security on the telephone?
There he goes. Hold on. Right. Grab his other arm. Hold on to him. Right? All right. Right out the door. Let's go, baby. Oh, come on.
Hey, you wouldn't listen, huh?
Let's go. Jerry? Jerry?
Nobody's gonna help you.
You're gonna have a lot of explaining to do, Mr. Wirtz.
You had your warning, Krupkin.
Yeah. My lawyer will be calling you. Don't
Make
worry.
sure he gets my name right.
Yeah.
Say goodbye to our guest, Miss Long.
Wait till Jerry hears about this.
Don't worry, I will mention your name to Jerry, Papa. Listen, good, because if we see your face again,
I understand.
we're gonna call the
Okay.
police.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
Terrific.
Thank you.
I suppose that you got the letter to him right now.
No, I didn't, but I'll get it later, okay?
Oh, great. Yeah, you just got thrown out of the building. When are you gonna get to the
I didn't get thrown out of the building. I didn't get.
What do you
Wait.
call
I didn't
that?
get thrown out of the building. Excuse me. I wasn't getting thrown out of the building then.
You're
I was
a
talking.
constant embarrassment.
They walked me outside. Just a moment.
You can't
They
handle
walked
any.
me
You can't handle the
outside. And I'll
simplest
tell you
thing.
something
Go
else.
in and give him the letter.
I'll tell you something else. I'm going to Jerry's for the weekend. He invited me. That's how much you.
Great. I'll go with you.
Do I look okay?
You look wonderful.
Does this look all right?
That I'm not sure about, but you look wonderful.
What do you mean?
No, you look wonderful.
What's wrong with it?
Well, nothing. It's just that I don't think you need it, that's all.
You don't think it looks nice on me?
No, it looks wonderful.
Hello?
Hello, you must be Jono.
Yes.
Yes, my name is Rupert Pupkin, and this is Rita Keene. Would you let Jerry know that we're here, please?
Mr. Langford asked you to come?
Oh, no, we just thought we'd drop in uninvited for the weekend. Come on in.
Oh,
We'll be staying in separate rooms, and the blue bag is mine.
But Mr. Langford's not here.
Wait, where is he? Out playing golf?
Yes.
Yes, of course. I hope he's finally going to break 100.
100?
Yes, 100.
Perhaps better you come back.
Oh, no, that's all right. We'll just wait a minute.
But Mr. Langford's not here.
No, that's okay. No, we'll just wait. That's okay. We don't mind waiting. Is this lovely?
Table's only set for one.
How do you like it?
I could live here.
Mr. Langford, I'm sorry to disturb you, sir. What's wrong? Everything's wrong. There are a couple over here. His name is Pumpkin. Pumpkin, yes. Do you know the name Pumpkin?
So didn't you tell him what time we'd be getting here?
Well, we didn't have time to iron out the details. We're the first guest, that's all.
Yeah, but that butler wasn't even expecting us.
Well, you know, Jerry does have more important things to think about than what he's going to tell his houseboy.
Oh, really? Well, excuse me.
He knows everything. He knows you're playing golf and everything. I don't know what he wants. He wants to spend a weekend over here. Yes. And you better come back. He's touching everything, you know. He's ruining the house. And here, I'm getting a heart attack already.
And here's a famous one with the youngest clown in the world, Zippo, Clown for a Day, Jerry. Remember this one with Ray Charles and Jerry's Special?
That's
There it is.
famous.
I know, there it is. And here's a famous one when he was a kid, 12 years old. Someone sent this in, you know, as a part of the show, I Knew You When section. Someone sent that in. I thought they were playing a joke. Actually, now Jerry shows it to everyone on the show.
If I should take a notion,
Let's get a little life into this place. It's like a funeral parlor.
jump off into the ocean.
You should really turn that off. You really shouldn't put that on now. It's not polite.
Have a little spin, handsome.
Oh, we feel you be dancing.
Come on, we're here, a little fun, never hurt anybody.
What if Jerry walks in?
You'll be happy to see us having
What
a
if
good
Jerry
time.
walks in? What if he walks in?
So you're his friend. We won't harm him. What the rest of this place is like.
Oh, I'm sure it's very nice. Oh, that I know, Rita, I wouldn't go up there. Rita, I don't think it's a good idea. Rita, they're watching us. Rita, I don't think you have the right to go upstairs. Rita, please don't go up there. Rita.
You can open the goddamn door.
Mr. Langford.
Standing out there 8 minutes. What was
Sorry,
with the door? Jesus. Where are they?
I was going to call the police, but I wait for you.
Hi, Jerry.
Are you friend?
Hi, Jerry. How are you? We were just freshening up upstairs. Rita, I want you to meet the Jerry Langford. Jerry, I want you to meet the Rita King. Come on down, don't be ashamed. Atta girl, come on down. What's your pleasure, Jerry? It's kind of hot out there. I want to get something nice to drink. Jerry, what would you like? Jerry? Jerry? Excuse us for taking the liberty, so to speak, but you know, it's not every day that a girl like Rita meets a man like you. I mean, this is part of your success. What can you do? You have to live with it. How's your golf game? Was it good? Did you finally break 100?
Mr. Langford, I told them you were not here.
That's right, he did.
Yes, they did, Jerry. They were really very helpful. We took an earlier train because there wasn't anything else until after 1, so... Anyway, I brought the work. It's right here, all ready and set to go. So, where is everybody?
What everybody?
What everybody? Everybody. The guests, Jerry. I mean, to tell you the truth, we're getting a little hungry.
You know, I could have the both of you arrested.
You could have us arrested. Well, of course you could have us arrested. I mean, there's no way that we can prove that we belong here. He's great. When he comes up with an idea, he's terrific. Really, I never thought of that.
You should have.
You know what we can do? We set up a story where you invite all your friends out for the weekend and you throw them all in jail. That's terrific. That's terrific. What's the matter? Lighten up. Let's get to work on that after we work on this, of course.
How did you get here?
We walked in the door. What do you mean, how did we get here? Jerry, what's the matter with you?
How did you get here?
I think you're upset. I'm gonna leave my material here. We'll talk later. You've got more important things to worry about. We'll just take a stroll around, wait till lunchtime.
Did anyone ever tell you you're a moron?
You know, Jerry, I want to tell you something. Ordinarily, I wouldn't allow anybody to speak that way about Rita. But since it's you, I know you're only kidding. He's a real character.
Rupert, he's saying he wants us to go.
No, he's not saying that. Jerry, tell her that. You're not saying that. He's not saying that at all.
Call the station, John.
Where are you going, Rita? Rita?
Yes, look, there'll be a cab here in 5 or 10 minutes. I'd appreciate it if you'd wait at the gate and use it.
Why, you going someplace?
No, you are.
Did I say something wrong, Jerry? Because if I did, could we chalk it up to an experience? Rita? I have my stuff right here. We could do it in about like a half an hour at the most, and then you'd have the rest of the afternoon to yourself.
I want you out of here. I want you out of here now. Is that plain enough?
I understand.
Is that clear?
Yeah, Jerry, I understand. Look, you're tired. That's okay. I'm gonna leave the stuff here, okay? Read it at your leisure and let me know what you think.
Rupert, don't be so dopey. Use your ears. The man is telling us to go.
He is not telling us to go. Will you stop that?
Mr. Langford, I just want you to
Tell
know
her she's
that
wrong,
I
Jerry,
don't know
please.
anything about this.
Would you
I don't even know
tell her
this
she's
guy. I
wrong?
haven't
Listen,
seen him
tell
in
her she's
years.
wrong.
He told me you were friends.
Tell her
My
she's wrong.
mistake. I believe
Rita!
you, okay?
Rita!
I feel terrible about
Rita!
this. I'm so humiliated. If there's anything I can do to make this up to
Don't
you,
listen to
anything,
Jerry. She's
please,
a girl who
just
works in a bar. She wants to spoil everything.
Come on, Rupert. Let's go.
Jerry?
Okay, come on.
Come on.
Come on. Let's go.
Sorry, Mr. Langford.
Here you are.
Jerry, can
You understand English? Take your things and go.
All right, I can take a hint, Jerry. I just want to ask you to listen to my stuff for 15 minutes. That's all. Is that asking too much?
Yes, it is. I have a life, okay?
Well, I have a life, too.
That's not my responsibility.
Well, it is when you tell me to call you and then you don't...
I told you to call to get rid of you.
To get rid of me?
That's right.
Okay. All right, I can take a hint.
If I didn't tell you that, we'd still be standing on the steps at my apartment.
Yeah, all right, so I made a mistake.
So did Hitler.
All right, oh, this is the way it is when you're famous. Now I see.
Do you understand now?
Yeah, that's how you guys are, huh?
No, not them.
No,
Me, yeah.
That's how you are.
Uh-huh, right.
When you reach the top, huh?
No, I was that way before.
I see. Now I know how people like you
All right,
are.
goodbye and good luck.
Goodbye. And Jerry, I just want to say one more thing, Jerry. I'm glad what you did to me today. You know that? Because now I know I can't rely on anybody. Not you, not anybody. And I shouldn't rely on anybody.
Right.
You know that? And you want to know something else? I'm going to work 50 times harder. And I'm going to be 50 times more famous than you.
Then you're going to have idiots like you playing your life.
That's right.
Right.
Yes. Come on, Rita. We're wasting our time.
Go ahead, Rita.
Goodbye, Jerry.
John will lock that door.
You did good, Mr. Langford.
Thank you.
Looks real.
It's the whole point. Is that him?
No.
You sure?
Sure, I'm sure. It looks too much like him.
What do you mean?
Well, when it's him, it doesn't look like him. God, it feels like it's taken him forever. How much longer? It's him.
Yeah, that's him. Don't go too fast.
Okay.
Stand aside so you're not all over him.
All right, I'm getting over as soon as
Okay, get in the next lane, and when we cross,
Okay.
we'll get the light here.
Okay.
Not yet, I see there are too many people.
I know. Keep going.
He walks in the most crowded areas. I think we want to stay away.
Well, because he doesn't want to be alone.
Why? Tell me why. I know. You tell me why.
Don't get an attitude with me right now.
No, explain to me, because you know so much about it. Fill me in. Let me learn from you.
All right. Because when he walks on crowded streets, he feels safe. That's why.
Is that what it is? Thanks for telling me. Okay, go past them and stop. Wait, okay, Jerry. Get over. Get in there. I'm not fooling.
What the hell are you talking? What are you doing? Are you crazy?
Get in, Jerry. Get in.
Hi, Jerry.
Take that and hold it. Now, she's going to hold the gun on your head. Now, don't make any false moves. I'd hate to have to do anything drastic. Now, if everything works out, you should be out of here by the very latest 12:30. Oh, maybe 1:15, the very latest. So what I want you to do is call your producer. Call what? Bert Thomas. I want you to call him. I'm going to give you a phone right now. Get him on the phone, and I'll tell you exactly what to say, okay? Now, if you don't do it, I don't know what to say. There could be a problem. Now, watch your eyes, Jerry. I'm going to take these off now. It's a little bright in here, okay? Are these yours? Jerry, is he yours?
Yeah.
Do you mind if I have one?
I don't mind.
Thank you. Master, do you want one?
Save it for me.
You want one?
Yeah, I'd love one, but please save it. It's a little bit inconvenient at the moment. Thank you, Rupert.
Do you want one?
No.
I'll just take one for later then. You know, there's no reason to get mad about it. I'm just trying to ease the tension. Even though this is a kind of strange situation, there are moments of friendship and moments of, well, I don't know, you call it sharing or whatever. Okay, let's go. Jerry, I mean business. Get on the phone. Let's go. The fun is over. Let's go. Come on.
Bert Thomas, please. Jerry Langford.
What happened?
They hung up.
Call them again. Why did they hang up?
Probably thought it was a gag. We get that all the time.
Well, I find that strange, you know. But it's typical. Because that's the way they treat even you. Because I'll let you in on a little secret. That's the way they treated me. And now look where we are.
Bert Thomas.
Audrey, this is Jerry Langford. Get Bert Thomas on the phone, and quickly.
Martino, I know it's you, and I'm much too busy for fun and games today. Goodbye.
Did you hear what I said? This is Jerry Langford. Now get Bert Thomas, and I'm not kidding. It's not a gag. It's serious. Now move it.
For 7 minutes.
What else?
Why don't we have somebody else?
Like what?
Well, somebody
It's
new and
Mr.
different.
Langford. He says it's urgent.
Tell him I'll call him back. I'm busy. It's that Martino kid, the impressionist.
Okay.
Will you do what I tell you? And do it quick.
I gotta talk to him.
I'm sorry, Mr. Thomas. He absolutely insists on talking to you. I cannot get rid of him.
Okay, I'll take it. Martino, you know better than to...
Bert, I said this is Jerry. Jerry Langford, and I'm in deep trouble. Now, you best pay attention.
Yeah, I am listening. Would you give me that again? Now, wait a minute. I want to ask you something. Oh, what do we call our second cameraman?
We call our second cameraman Helen Keller. His favorite color is plaid.
Helen Keller, plaid, what is that?
When someone does an impression of me on the phone, the only way they're gonna know it's really me is by that clue.
Oh,
and if I didn't know the name that we called him, then he would know it's not me.
Say no more, I understand.
Now listen, Bert. Listen carefully. I have a gun at my head if a man who identifies himself as the king cards upside down. Is not allowed to be the first guest on you got a blank card. Hold on, Bert. I'm reading from 2 cards. Tonight's show. You will never see me go back alive again. It's not grammatically correct, but I think you have the idea.
It's clear, but let me break in for a minute. Let me talk to you. Don't you do anything silly.
Okay. I'm okay. I'm okay, Bert. Just get it done. He wants you to call at 5 o'clock. I'll give you the private number, and they'll do whatever you want.
Okay, that was very good, Jerry.
So turn around here, see how it looks. Oh, I love it. Well, I'm sorry, the sleeves aren't quite right. You like it, hon? What do you think? I think it looks pretty good. To guess on it, have it turn out like this, I'm very pleased with it. Color's great, and I like to see him a little more casual for a change. This is a look I like to see on him. Not so uptight, not so...
Okay. I
What
gotta
do you
get
think?
started. It's wonderful. It's very good.
Be honest with me.
I'm being honest. It's
Would
very
you wear
good.
it?
Yeah.
I like it. I'm so glad I went with red. It looks so good on him.
It looks good, Jerry.
Mm.
Come on.
What?
Take it off and let's go.
Oh, okay, fine. You want me to take it off?
Yeah.
Why can't he wear it for a little while? I want
Will you take it off, please?
I know he's in a meeting. I couldn't care less. This is an emergency, and I gotta talk to him. You'll interrupt him, or I'm gonna come busting into that meeting. No, forget calling me back. I'm on my way.
Why didn't you just listen to the tape when I asked you to? I mean, it wasn't that hard, was it? A few minutes of your time to listen to something that I worked on my whole life?
If that's what's behind all this, let's go to my office and we'll play the tape right now.
Are you crazy? You know what would happen to me if I went there now? You know I'm not stupid.
Nobody's calling you stupid. You pulled this off. That makes you very smart.
You know, Jerry, I'm gonna tell you something. Friendship is a two-way street. You know that? And you couldn't have cared less about me.
Am I gonna stand here holding this thing till next Shavuos? You gonna make some decisions here? You
What?
gonna make some moves? You gonna knock off the talking for 2 minutes?
What
Come
about when you
on.
put the sweater on him? Was I bothering you?
Yeah, it took 1 minute.
Huh?
You have a long night
Hold
ahead
it.
of you.
I
have
have
to
something to
perform.
say to
You've
him.
got more than enough to say. You're driving me nuts.
Just a
Can you
minute.
be quiet for 1 goddamn minute and
Just
let me rest
a
with this
minute.
gun?
Just
You're
a-
driving me crazy. You have not shut up since we walked into my house. This is my house. This is my domain.
You
Jerry is my
dominated-
guest, and
you
you're my guest.
dominated the
And you're
whole
lucky to be
conver-
here. You get to change in my house. You get to dress. You get to get your head together for the show tonight. Why don't you give me a little break? Why can't you give me a little break? Shut up!
Why don't you shut up? I did give you a break. I listened to you talk about that sweater for 20 minutes. Worrying about the sleeves. How's it look? The color, this and that. Did I say anything?
I didn't make it for you. I made it for Jerry, and it looks fabulous on him.
Whose idea was this anyway? If it wasn't for me, you wouldn't even be here. Why didn't you just listen to the tape when I asked you to? Was that so hard to do?
I'm sure you can understand doing the kind of show I'm doing. It's mind-boggling. There's so much stuff that comes down, you can't keep your head clear. And if that's the case, I'm wrong. You're right, I'm wrong. If I'm wrong, I apologize. I'm just a human being with all of the foibles and all of the traps, the show, the pressure, the groupies, the autograph hounds, the crew, the incompetence, those behind the scenes you think are your friends and you're not too sure if you're going to be there tomorrow because of their incompetence. They're wonderful pressures that make every day a glowing, radiant day in your life. It's terrific. Okay, if all of that means nothing, if I'm wrong, in spite of all of that, then I apologize. I'm sorry. If you accept my apology, I think we should shake hands and we'll forget the whole thing. I won't press charges. You know, you two can be in deep trouble, but I will not press charges.
That's easy for you to say, Jerry.
But I mean it. I mean, I'll go to the office and tell them all it's a gag. They'll understand that. If I tell them it's a gag, they're going to buy it. And then we'll put the tape on and we'll listen.
Sit down. I said sit down.
You heard what he said.
Yeah, right. All of a sudden, with a gun on him, he wants to make up and be friends. What happens when he walks out the door?
What happens then, Jerry?
I'll tell you what happens. You get to his office and they jump you. That's what happens.
Is that what happens, Jerry?
Not if I tell them not to. No, they won't jump you. No one's going to jump you. If I tell them to do something, they do it. No one's going to jump you. Now, that's the truth. Now, you have to take my word for it. If you think I'm not telling you the truth, then don't respond. If you think I'm telling you the truth, then let me get the hell out of here.
He gives me his word.
And what else?
And what else, Jerry?
There is nothing else. Just my word. Now, is my word good enough?
I'm sorry, Jerry.
Suppose we tape him. He doesn't talk. It gets to be 11:30. Do we put him on no matter what?
You can go ahead and tape him. It won't hurt anything because you always can erase it. We may learn something from it, and it will also buy us time. But under no circumstances will we put this man on the air.
Do you believe this? This lunatic is threatening Jerry's life, and you're not going to put him on the air?
Harry, let me handle
Gentlemen,
this a
let's
second.
not get too
Harry.
excited. I don't think you understand.
We understand.
We'll tape at 7. We won't have to make a decision about putting him on the air till 11:30. This gives us 4 hours to move in. Hopefully, by that time, we'll have you, Mr. Langford, back safely.
I hope so.
Harry, that's it. We're suing. We're going to sue.
Wait,
We're going to sue everybody.
Who is this man?
It's Jerry's lawyer. That's who he is.
What do you mean, who am I? I'm the one who's suing. I'm the lawyer. That's who I am.
Jay.
Don't Jay me. Please, do me a favor.
Jay, who are you going to sue?
You.
No,
We're suing
who else
you.
you're suing?
Personally,
I
we're
want to
suing
hear
you.
who else you're suing. I
The
want to hear the
FBI.
whole... We have a serious situation here, and I want it dealt with rationally. And unless we start talking politely now, there's going to be serious consequences.
There is nothing polite about kidnapping. Let me tell you something. It is one of the most stupid offenses ever created. Where's the defense of kidnapping? How can you say I was crazy? How can you say I didn't know what I was doing? I did it on the spur of the moment.
cares?
Only an idiot kidnaps, and only an idiot decides to do what you guys are doing.
Jerry, I'm gonna go now. Pretty soon you'll be able to go about 12:30, as I said. Have a good time. I know you will. Bye.
First of all, we don't know whether we're dealing with kidnappers or terrorists.
Terrorists? Terrorists? What do you
Yes,
mean,
sir.
terrorists?
You might have this man go on the air, deliver a coded message, and very possibly 50 people around the country would lose their lives.
You're out of your mind.
No, I'm not out of my mind.
Oh, come on. Now, that guy is going to be taped, and we're going to listen to what he says. And unless something horrendous is on that tape, we're going to put that tape on the air. Because all we're dealing with here, after all, is 10 minutes of talk show time against a man's life. And I don't see that as any argument.
Hello, how are you today? Well, I'm calling, Mr. King calling collect long distance for Mr. Thomas.
Mr. Thomas, there's a long-distance call.
Let's go. This is it. Remember, keep them talking.
Hi there. Who is this? This is Mr. King. Uh-huh. I'm calling for Mr. King. Well, you're right on time.
Yes, of course. We're always punctual. We're fine, thank you. I want to make it brief, Mr. Thomas, and I want to tell you...
Could I break in and ask you, could I speak to Jerry?
No, Jerry's not with us now. We're at a payphone, so don't try and have the call traced, which I've noticed you just did, because I heard the sounds, and I do know those sounds.
It's kind of important, you know, so that we know that he's in, what'll I say, your care.
We've taken care of that by bringing along an article of clothing that I know you will recognize, and it'll be satisfactory to everyone.
It is not as easy as you think just to walk in the studio, go right on the show.
No, Bert, if I could call you... well, if I could just say, there is no problem. The material is clean material.
Do you know of something called standards and practices?
Now, all I can say is don't have any press leaks, and which means you must keep the audience there until 11:45 or 12 o'clock after it has been aired nationally. Thank you very much. We'll discuss the other things. That's your problem. Thank you very much. Nice talking to you.
What? Boy, he's shrewd. He just wouldn't buy anything.
I feel completely impulsive tonight. Anything could happen. I have so much to tell you. I don't know where to start. I want to tell you everything. I just want to tell you everything about myself, everything you don't know. Do you like these glasses? Crystal, beautiful. I bought them just for you. I don't know, there's something about them that remind me of just the simplicity of them. But if you don't like them, if there's even an inkling, even a doubt in your mind, you know, sometimes during the day I'll do the simplest things, you know, like I'll be taking a bath and I say to myself, I wonder if Jerry's taking a bath right now. And I just hope, you know, you're not drowning or something. I always get really worried about you, you know, like something terrible is gonna happen. And I just have like these daydreams, like, you know, that I'm out with you at the golf course, driving your cart, just driving around. Need a putter, Jer? You know? Need an iron? I don't even know how to play golf. I played with my parents once, my dad, but I love you. I've never told my parents that I love them. Of course, they never told me that they love me either, which was fine with me. But I love you. Want some wine? No? Okay. I'm not in the mood to drink either, though. But I'm sure in the mood to be alone with you. I want to just clear off the table. I was thinking about when we go upstairs, but that's so predictable. Let's just take everything off the table and do it right here. I wish that would blow your mind, wouldn't it? It would blow my mind. I've never done anything like that before. I never had anybody over for dinner, let alone made love on the table. But somehow I just want to do that. I just want to, like, dance. I just want to, like, you know, put on some Shirelles. I want to be black. Wouldn't that be insane? God, you know what? I wish I was Tina Turner. Just dancing through the room.
Please have your tickets ready. Thank you. Thank you, ma'am.
Good evening, officer. My name is Clarence McCabe. I'm the writer.
These people with you, sir?
Yes, this is my wife.
Hi. Are these people here?
And these are her parents, the Salters from Cleveland, Ohio.
That's up. I'll check your name, sir.
I'm going to be on third.
I'll check your name, sir. I'm sorry, sir. I don't see your name, sir.
Oh, wait a minute. You just went past the ends.
I'll go back again for you, sir. There it is again, sir.
Let me just check. No, this is impossible. Did Miss Long call you at all?
No, sir, she didn't.
She didn't tell you about my
No,
book
sir.
and that I was going to be on at all?
No, sir, not according to this list, sir.
Because she told me to present myself here at 5:45.
Sir.
It's now 10:06. I've only got 10 minutes. I have to get into
strict orders
makeup.
tonight. Only authorized person allowed in here, sir.
Do you
I
have the
can't
book
help
at
you.
all?
That's the rules and regulations.
You never heard of the book?
No, sir.
The Vanishing Siberian
No, sir,
Tiger?
I
They didn't
can't
tell you
help
anything
you,
about
sir.
this. Well, can I call Miss Long?
No, sir, you can't call Miss Long at all, sir.
Can you call Miss Long?
No, can't help you, sir. Your name is not on the list, so I cannot let you in. That's the rules and regulations of the place. Sorry, sir.
I'm going to try to get her.
Stop him, please. Stop him.
Miss Long?
Hey, what's going on? Move on! Come on. Moving! Come on, in the room. Come on. Miss Long!
Clarence?
Hold on. We're FBI agents. We want to see some identification, okay? That's okay. Fine. Don't worry. Nothing's going to happen, okay? Just let's go outside.
What is this Clarence McCabe?
That's who I am.
Is that your real name?
Well, technically, it's my real name. No, it's a pseudonym, actually.
It's a pseudonym.
An alias.
Why do you use a pseudonym?
I'm an author. That's my business.
Author of what?
I told you, I wrote a book called The Vanishing Siberian Tiger. I spent 2 years in Russia, 2 years in China researching that.
2 years in Russia, 2 in China.
Right. Does that make me a communist now, too?
Out the charge, gentlemen. Very good, sir. All right.
How's that?
All right, up in control. We have one more like the preset. That'll be number 47.
Hello, I'm the king.
What?
The king.
What can I do for you, Highness?
Really, I'm the king.
Oh, yes, sir. Your dressing room's backstage. Your throne is right in there also. You'll recognize the door.
Very funny, yes.
There's a half moon,
Really?
a couple of stars.
Is there someone in charge?
Mr. Ding. He's a little fellow with an
Okay.
ice cream cone
Okay,
nose,
you'll see.
a couple of bells.
Miss Long. No, it's Mr. Pupkin, Miss Long. Mr. Pupkin, how are you?
What are you doing here, Mr. Pupkin?
I'm the king. I think you're expecting me?
Yeah.
Yes. Mr. Thomas around?
You're gonna love me like nobody's loved me, come rain or come shine. Happy together, unhappy together, and won't it be fine? Days may be cloudy or sunny. We're in and we're out of the money.
Mr. King?
Yes.
I'm Inspector Garrity from the FBI. You understand?
Yes.
What is your name?
Rupert Pupkin.
What is your real name?
That's my real name, Rupert Pupkin.
Well, Mr. Pupkin, are you going to tell us where Jerry Langford is or not?
Are you from the show?
No, I'm not in the show. Now, this is my assistant agent, Giardello, and this is Captain Burke of the New York City Police Department.
Well, I'd like to meet someone from the show.
But you don't get to see anyone from the show until I get to see Langford.
I'd like to see someone from the show first.
Well, I'm telling you, you won't see someone unless you tell us where Langford is.
Well, then Jerry Langford is dead.
Get Thomas.
I'm Bert Thomas. Are you Mr. King?
Yes. How do you do?
Did we talk on the phone today?
Yes, we did. We spoke a few moments ago, and then Jerry spoke to you earlier.
Where'd you get this?
That's Jerry's, as you can see.
What's that?
Oh, that's my blood, not Jerry's.
I'll buy this. What do we hear?
Now, this is my introduction, and I'd like Mr. Randall, if he could, speak it word for word. I would appreciate that.
This is Randall's introduction to your monologue?
Yes, it is.
Could I have a copy of your monologue?
Well, actually, I have it memorized, so I don't have a copy of it.
There are reasons that I need a copy. We have to make sure you
I
don't
see.
say anything obscene or anything that could cause a problem in the audience or to our...
No, it's all right, really.
It's okay?
Yeah, it's a wholesome monologue.
You
Nothing
guarantee
obscene.
that?
I guarantee it.
Okay.
Bert, make sure you got that audience till at 11:30.
Ben's going to get everything he needs,
Thank
everything
you.
he asks for.
Thank
I got to
you.
go
It's
now.
nice meeting you.
Thank you.
Sit down, Pupkin. Mr. Pupkin, I got to tell you this. From this point on, you have the right to remain silent. You understand? Because anything you say from here on out might be used against you later on in a court of law.
I'm aware of that.
You understand?
Yes.
Say you understand.
I understand that.
Did you participate in the abduction of Jerry Langford?
Yes, I did. I abducted him.
You abducted him?
Yes.
Do you know where Mr. Langford is right now?
Yes, I do.
Will you lead us to Mr. Langford?
No, I won't.
Well, at this time, Mr. Pupkin, I want to advise you to consider yourself under arrest.
Fine. I think I should get made up.
You need some makeup. Put some color in his face.
I like to put some color in your face.
Really, I should get made up.
Sad news before you turn the car.
Come on, turn the car. Tony,
I have some sad
Tony,
news.
did you want to see me?
Bert, have you seen this stuff?
I've gone over it with the writers. I think it's fine.
You think this is fine? My writing staff was executed in Central Park by the network firing squad. That's good.
I think it's good.
You're laughing at that? That's very good.
Do me a favor. Do it, please.
Why do I have to say this stuff?
Exactly as it's written. It'll play for us. It'll be good for you. Trust me.
You're the director. Can you help me?
Yeah, take the tissues out of your collar and let's go. Only a few more minutes. Let's go.
Be sure to turn the cards fast. You understand?
Hurry up, Tony.
You listening to me? Turn the cards fast.
Okay, let's do something crazy tonight. Just get insane. I want to be crazy. I want to be nuts. I want to have some fun. God damn it, my doctor says don't have any fun. You can't have fun. No, you're not allowed to have a good time. You can't get crazy. See, I have to be in control. And I like being in control. But you know, for one night, I'd like to see myself out of my head. Wouldn't you like to see me out of my head? Wouldn't that be great? Wouldn't that be fabulous? I'm having a good time. I'm having fun. Fun is my middle name. That's right, having some fun. Never had this much fun before. That's right. Good old-fashioned, all-American fun.
And now, direct from New York, it's the Jerry Langford Show with guest host Tony Randall and his special guests, Shelley Winters, Thor Vidal, Tony Bennett. As always, Lou Brown and the orchestra, and little old me and Hurley he. And now say hello to Tony!
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you very much. I have some sad news for you. Earlier today, my writing staff was executed in Central Park by the network firing squad. So there will be no sensational Randall monologue this evening. No embarrassing display of emotion, please. Instead, we're going to do something a little bit different this evening. A lot different, if you ask me. We're going to give you a glimpse. Turn it over, please. Thank you. Into the future. It isn't often that you can call someone a sure thing in the entertainment business. After all, the verdict is always in your hands, isn't it? But I think tonight, after you've met my first guest, you'll agree with me that he's destined for greatness in one way or another. So will you please give your warmest greetings to the newest king of comedy, Rupert Pupkin.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Let me introduce myself. My name is Rupert Pupkin.
I can't believe I'm gonna kiss you.
Marcia, take the tape off.
Really?
Come on, take it off.
I'm ready now.
Take him back down.
With pleasure.
Why did you do this? Tell me why you did this, and then maybe I'll be able to believe in you. Why did you do such a thing?
You know what time it is?
Yes. It's 5 minutes to 11.
Well, I think we better go, because otherwise, I must say it, and I don't like to say it like this, but Jerry's going to be unavailable. You'll understand when we go.
I'll understand. Why will I understand? Where are we going?
Well, that's part of the bargain. I want to see it somewhere else.
Part of what bargain?
Well, that's my understanding. Now, I just want to see it in this other place, and once I see it, that's it. I'll give you Langford.
Yeah, but you don't understand my position.
Uh-huh.
I have you right now.
That's true.
As long as I have you, I have a shot at Langford,
Yes,
right?
but you don't have Jerry.
I understand that.
You know, as fast as I can, okay?
That's good, Marcia.
Yeah?
Good.
You all right?
You're doing fine.
I know you are.
Oh, one more thing, please. I can't walk in here with you. If you could both, if you could just wait here and just let me walk in by myself, that's all.
I'll break your freaking ankles if you make a wrong
Okay,
move.
no, I promise. I promise, okay? But make believe you don't know me, too.
Go ahead.
Okay, make believe you don't know me.
Go ahead.
Jerry, you seem a little bit...
Jerry, wait! Jerry! Jerry! Jerry, come back here! Jerry!
Oh, God. What do you want now?
What are you doing there? I'm watching that. The picture's almost over.
And now,
Just a minute.
direct
Just a minute.
from New York, it's
Just a
the
minute.
Jerry Langford Show with guest host Tony Randall and his special guest, Shelley Withers.
What's going on here?
You know?
Fortunately, yes.
Okay, well, just sit tight. Relax. Everything will be okay.
My first guest, you'll agree with me that he's destined for greatness in one way or another. So will you please give your warmest greetings to the newest king of comedy, Rupert Pupkin.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Let me introduce myself. My name is Rupert Pupkin. I was born in Clifton, New Jersey, which was not at that time a federal offense. Is there anyone here from Clifton? Oh, good. We can all relax now.
Now, I'd like to begin by saying that my parents were too poor to afford me a childhood in Clifton. But the fact is, that no one is allowed to be really too poor in Clifton, because once you fall below a certain level, they exile you to Passaic. But my parents did put the first 2 down payments on my childhood, don't get me wrong. But they did also return me to the hospital as defective. But like everyone else, I grew up in large part thanks to my mother. If she were only here today, I'd say, "Hey, Mom, what are you doing here? You've been dead for 9 years." But seriously, you should have seen my mother. She was wonderful. Blonde, beautiful, intelligent, alcoholic. We used to drink milk together after school. Mine was homogenized. Hers was loaded. Once they picked her up for speeding. They clocked her doing 50. All right, but in our garage? And when they tested her, they found out that her alcohol had 2% blood. But we used to joke together, Mom and me, until the tears would stroll down her face and she would throw up. Yeah, and who would clean it up? Not Dad. He was too busy down at O'Grady's throwing up on his own. Yeah. In fact, until I was 16, I thought throwing up was a sign of maturity. While the other kids were off in the woods sneaking cigarettes, I was hiding behind the house with my fingers down my throat. The only problem was I never got anywhere. Until one day my father caught me. And, just as he was giving me a final kick in the stomach for luck, I managed to heave all over his new shoes. That's it, I thought. I've made it. I'm finally a man. But as it turned out, I was wrong. That was the only attention my father ever gave me. Yeah, he was usually too busy out in the park playing ball with my sister Rose. But today, I must say, thanks to those many hours of practice, my sister Rose has grown into a fine man. I wasn't especially interested in athletics. The only exercise I ever got was when the other kids picked on me. Yeah, they used to beat me up once a week, usually Tuesday. And after a while, the school worked it into the curriculum. And if you knocked me out, you got extra credit. Except there was this one kid, poor kid. He was afraid of me, and I used to tell him, hit me. What's the matter with you? Don't you want to graduate? Well, as for me, hey, I was the youngest kid in the history of the school to graduate in traction. But, my only real interest right from the beginning was show business. Even as a young man, I began at the very top, collecting autographs. Now, a lot of you are probably wondering why Jerry isn't with us tonight. Well, I'll tell you. The fact is, he's tied up. And I'm the one who tied him. Well, I know you think I'm joking, but believe me, that's the only way I could break into show business. By hijacking Jerry Langford. Right now, Jerry is strapped to a chair somewhere in the middle of this city. Well, go ahead and laugh. Thank you. I appreciate it. But the fact is, I'm here. Now, tomorrow you'll know that I wasn't kidding and you'll think I was crazy. But look, I figure it this way. Better to be king for a night than schmuck for a lifetime.
Why'd you do that? Did you like it? Thank you. I'd like to buy everyone here a drink, and I hope you all enjoyed the show. And Rita, you keep the change.
Come on, let's go. We got Langford now.
Rita,
come on.
just because I made it big doesn't mean I'm gonna forget about it.
Come on, will you? Come on.
Remember, I'll
No
call
more
you as soon as I'm...
speeches. Come on.
What's happening here?
Take care of yourself.
That's the same guy who was just now on television. Just now, same guy.
I'm just getting even. But those jokes, it's murder.
You didn't like those jokes?
No. As a matter of fact, I'm looking for the guy that wrote the material. I'd like to pick him up and take him along with you.
Well, I'm the one who wrote the material.
You wrote that material?
I happen to disagree with you. I thought they were very good jokes.
Yeah. Well, if you wrote that material, I got one piece of advice for you. Throw yourself on your knees in front of the judge and beg for mercy.
That's very funny, but you'll see.
In what has to rank as the most bizarre debut in recent times, a self-styled comedian named Rupert Pupkin appeared on the Jerry Langford Show last night.
Pupkin on the air. There is no doubt that the incident has made the name Rupert Pupkin a household word.
Officials estimate that Rupert Pupkin's performance has been viewed by a record 87 million American households.
Rupert Pupkin, the kidnapping king of comedy, was sentenced today to 6 years imprisonment at the government's minimum security facility in Allenwood, Pennsylvania, for his part in the abduction of talk show host Jerry Langford.
A press conference
In
held on the
explaining
anniversary of his appearance on the Jerry Langford Show, Rupert Pupkin told a gathering of reporters that he still considers Jerry Langford his friend and mentor. He reported that he had been spending his time writing his memoirs, which had been purchased by a leading New York publishing house for in excess of $1 million.
Rupert Pupkin was released today from Allenwood after serving 2 years and 9 months of a 6-year sentence. Hundreds were there to greet the 37-year-old comedian and author, among them his new agent and manager, David Ball, who announced that King for a Night, Pupkin's best-selling autobiography, would be appearing next September as a major motion picture.
Pupkin said he had used his stay at Allenwood to sharpen his material. He said that he and his people were weighing a number of attractive offers and that he looked forward to resuming his show business career.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, the man we've all been waiting for. And waiting for. Would you welcome home, please, television's brightest new star, the legendary, inspirational, the one and only king of comedy, ladies and gentlemen, Rupert Pupkin. Rupert Pupkin, ladies and gentlemen. Let's hear it for Rupert Pupkin. Wonderful. Rupert Pupkin, ladies and gentlemen. Rupert Pupkin, ladies and gentlemen. Let's hear it for Rupert Pupkin. Wonderful. Rupert Pupkin, ladies and gentlemen.
How can you stand the silence that pervades when we all cry? How can you watch the violence that erupts before your eyes? How can you tell us something just to keep us hanging on? Something that just don't mean nothing. When we see it, you are gone. Clinging to some other rainbow, or standing waiting in the cold, telling us the same old story, knowing time is growing old. That was a wonderful remark. I had my eyes closed in the dark. I saw a million sighs. I told a million lies to myself. can we listen to you when we know your talk is cheap? How can we ever question why we give more and you keep? How can your empty laughter fill the room like all the joy when you're only playing with us like a child does with a toy? How can we ever feel the freedom or the flame lit by the spark? How can we ever come out even when reality is stark? That was a wonderful remark. I had my eyes closed in the dark. I saw a million sighs. I told a million lies to myself, to myself. Baby, to myself. Baby, to myself. To myself. To myself. To myself.